Hey folks, this is Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. This game is wonderful, let me tell you, it is wonderful. So, this, for those who might not know, this is a GBA game. It is a turn-based RPG, which is great, because I mean, the Mario franchise has had a couple of turn-based RPGs like this. The previous one being Super Mario RPG on the Super Nintendo. I think this was the next one. Or did I'm trying to think if Paper Mario came out before this one. Not sure. Yeah, anyway, let's get started. Oh, I do like this game a lot. It's been a long time since I've played it. Like, probably... Gee, at least... I'd say at least 5 years. It's been a long time. Been a long time. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm excited to be playing this. I am very excited because this game is great. It really is. So yes, we hear of the Beanbean Kingdom. I'm not gonna speak the dialogue, but you know, I'm sure you can come up with something in your head as to what it might sound like. And it's a gift. A gift of death. And he's a scary looking lady. Yes, a sinister plot. And yeah, Peach dies. She's not actually dead. So we don't know who these people are or what their deal is. Or what just happened for that matter. So yeah, we start off here playing as Toad. This is like the one time we play as someone who isn't Mario or Luigi. So we're looking for Mario. We can explore their house a bit. Colored beds, pretty great. Not much else to do, so you just walk over here. And we hear someone humming a familiar tune. Oh, Mario's quick into action, of course. Bringing Luigi with him in the best way possible. Yeah, guess who it is. And guess what we're doing? So here's Bowser. So we start off with a little tutorial here. Let's just play it out. Like, I know how all the systems work. I'm gonna pretend I don't for the sake of learning. Yes, we take damage, we do damage. And Toad's gonna tell us how things work. Well, I didn't, but let's say I did. So yes, at the moment we only have one option, which is just a solo attack, pretty straightforward. And then we want to do it on Bowser. There aren't any other enemies for us to select. And now here's where action commands come into things. So basically when you do a jump and later moves will get, you have to press a button at the right time and you'll do more damage. Like as you can see, that did 2 damage instead of 1. Yep, pretty straightforward. Oh, I messed up. Wow, I messed up the first one. Oh god. Yes, we can dodge things, and that is important as well. It says if you press the button at the right time, you can dodge things, which makes perfect sense, and Luigi thinks that's amazing. And yeah, it'll tell you when you're able to dodge things. You can see like the A button with the arrow above it. So I think that should be everything. So yeah, we'll just do some damage. There's not much else to this. There you go. Very, very basic tutorial. Yeah, right, Bowser. Yes, as we know. Yep. Yes, explosive vocabulary. Mario doesn't know how to respond to that. Of course. Yeah, so Bowser's in on this because he can't kidnap Peach. This game is quite humorous with its dialogue. Yeah, so here we've given a little spot to just walk around, talk to people. There's a few things we can learn and a few items we can get here, so we should talk to everybody we can. Hello, sir. Action icons. Yeah, we'll explain these. So yeah, it's the little A button in the corner. It basically just tells you what things you can do if you press the button at that time. Yep, that icon's for important things. Get the idea. Here's a guy. He can't jump up to get the mushroom. We sure can. I think if we say of course, he'll give us something extra. Yeah, another mushroom. Super mushroom, in fact. So, yeah, there's inventory items, they heal you and stuff. We can't check any of that at the moment, but we will be able to in a little while. There's this guy. So this is one of Bowser's minions. So do we know where Lord Bowser has gone? Well, we can say that we do. So, you want to say that away. I think if you say down, that's in the opposite direction and he ends up being late. If you say right, he just runs into the wall. So say up. And he'll run off. This will be useful for later. What does this say? Yes. Luigi will stay home, as he always does. Hey, Luigi. And yes, the Mario Brothers speak in fake Italian. It's great. Now if I remember, this guy's looking for something as well. Sure, we can help out. Yep, so here's the action icon stuff. Now, I think it's in one of these walls. Down here? Yeah, here we go. We found something precious. Let's give it back to him. And we get a 1-up mushroom. I'll explain what all these do once we're able to actually look at them. Don't worry. Was there a guy down here? Yes. Super jump. Yeah. I think that's everything we can do here, so we'll move on. Now here's a save album. These are basically just save points. It's where you save your game, nothing else to say really. And yeah, when you save it tells you whereabouts you saved, which is just a nice thing, I guess. 8 minutes already? That was fast. Hey you. Yep, that's basically telling you how save albums work, sort of. Make sure to save. Yes, I saved. Hello. Yes, a suitcase for us. Dun dun dun! So yes, we can press select and check the menu. This is basically just our pause menu where we can use our items and all that. And we get some money as well. Yep, coins are currency in this. And we'll follow him. And here's this guy. So if you tell him up, he ends up being early, which is what we want. He just jumps up there. Yep. Bowser baddies.
Bye-bye.
Luigi's there to say goodbye. When I was little playing this for the first time, I didn't really understand what was meant here. But he's referring to Luigi. Nope, I'm out. Or not. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. He tries to sneak out. Except for one deserter. Who might that be? Everyone's confused. And yeah, Luigi's just trying to make a run for it. So he is being taken on this trip whether he wants to or not. Meanwhile, the skies above Mushroom Kingdom. So here, how a lot of people in the Mario and Luigi series, they just never remember Luigi's name. It's great. It's like a little in-joke in the series. So yeah, here's the standard thing with the Mario and Luigi series. When you're controlling the two brothers, one will just follow behind the other. Pretty straightforward, and the brother in behind controls with the B button instead of the A button, so you can control them separately this way. Pretty straightforward. Now, I'll show you the suitcase. So we've got our items here. So mushrooms recover 25 health, super mushrooms recover 50. Like honestly, we don't need to worry about having that much to recover at the moment. 1-up mushrooms. If one of the brothers runs out of health, you can use this to revive them with half health, which is very, very useful. There's also key items and beans. Neither of these we have anything of yet, but we will later. Then there's equipment. So there's an equipment system in this game. You'll get different equipment that gives you better stats, different stats, some kind of bonuses, things like that, and this applies to both brothers as well. So we can see like Luigi's work genes are slightly better than Mario's work pants, so it gives him plus 14. Up to 14, sorry. And then there's brothers info. This is just to show how much XP we have, what our stats are for both of them as well. Easy peasy. Other than that, there's not much else to explain yet. There will be another icon that appears here in a little while. I won't save. Might as well. There we go. Onward. Now, I think we want to talk to this guy. I think they might be referring to Luigi there. So if we talk to these guys, they'll give us little tutorials about brothers. It says if we press the start button, we can swap positions. At the moment, this is not useful at all. But it definitely will be once we get into the game a little ways. Yep, and this is what I explained before. So the A button controls the lead and the B button controls the back. So if we swap to Luigi in the front, yeah, then Mario controls with the B button and Luigi controls the A button. Easy peasy. What do you have to say? Yes, so here's a brother's block. So yeah, it's pretty much well explained by these guys. So if we stand under this, once we jump, it'll swap to Luigi and it'll move over to the side, like so. Yeah, and you just want to alternate between the two. You can probably hit it much faster than I did just then. It's a bit tricky because you can actually jump early and then you'll lose out on coins. So yeah, these blocks do just give you coins. There is someone I'm thinking of, but we'll get to that. This guy. No? I think we have to move up here first. Yeah, here we go. Yes, the two moustache dudes. They're not sure if they have passports. So we press select. And here we go. Yeah, and somehow this guy's shrunk down to the size of the suitcase. I don't know. Uh-oh, problem.
Oh no.
So yes, we can take pictures here, which is very convenient.
Oh yeah.
The brothers agree. Yep, that man. So we'll go ahead and do that. So in a second it's going to talk about, hey, don't hit the D-pad. You can use the D-pad to like make a pose. It's kind of cool. I don't remember which ones are what. Yeah, definitely don't do that. Which one? That's the one I want. Yeah, Mario being all heroic. If we can have Luigi being terrified, that would be preferred. Let's go with this. Perfect. Yep. Brilliant. Onward we go. Mushroom in here. Now this guy. Talk to him. Yeah. Yeah, if you tell him to go down earlier, I think he just gets real mad at you. But yeah, if you do that, you get a 1-up mushroom, which is nice. Because I don't think we'll see too many of those early in this part of the game before there are shops or anything. Walk over here and bust a barrel. Yeah. Sure, fighting as a pair is very important to know. Ooh, look out, guys. Want to break the barrel? Sure. It's a Goomba. What else were you expecting? 2 of them, apparently. So yeah, Mario uses A, and Green / Luigi uses B. Press the A button. Oop, there you go. So that taught us something quite important. So yeah, if you time the dodge well, you can actually land on them and do a counter attack. Instead of just completely dodging the attack, you'll do some extra damage as well. But there are some attacks that you can't counter. For example, yeah, Bowser's Flames. If we landed on those, we would take damage instead of doing damage. Yeah. So if there's ever a point where the brothers get separated, then yeah, it just controls the exact same. So yeah, now we have an item here. If we want to use an item, we can. We don't need to, so we'll just use our attack. I find it best to focus on one enemy. There you go. Should have gone for the counter, but not a big deal. This hit should do it. There we go. And we get 4 XP for both. So yeah, the experience is shared between brothers. There should be more barrels around. Yeah, here's one blocking the way. Bonk. And a bonk. Dead. There we go. Yep, very simple. These are like just very simple enemies, no problems whatsoever. And Mario gets a level up. So, how leveling up works. So here we'll get bonus stats right off the bat. We can see we get +2 to health, +1 to power, +2 to defense, so on and so forth. And those get tallied in. Then, here's where we get a bonus. We can choose any stat to add some extra points into. When I was playing this for the first time, when I was little, I didn't realize that you could actually select a different bonus stat, so I just always put points into HP. So how the bonus stat works is, if you pick the same stat a lot, the amount will get lesser and lesser, so it's a good idea to sort of spread it out evenly, I find, because like once you pick one, you see you'll get like a counter type thing. And that'll basically pick you between, it's usually between 1 to 3 to start with. If you ignore one for a while, it could go up to as far as like 6 and 7, I think. And explaining what each stat does, HP, pretty straightforward, the amount of health you have. BP, we'll get into that later. Right now, it's not very helpful to us. Power affects how much damage you do. Defense affects how much damage you take. The higher you have, the less damage. Speed affects turn order. I find speed to be not all that useful in this game, because, I mean, every single attack in the game can be dodged. So, turn order is not really a big deal, I find. And Stash. Stash is sort of the equivalent to, say, a luck stat in any other RPG. If you have a higher Stash, you have chances of getting lucky hits, which are basically like critical hits. And among other things, I think if you have higher Stash, you get discounts in stores. There's probably some other things as well. For now, I think we'll put it into... let's start with power. See what we get. Ooh, +3, very nice. And Luigi didn't get a level up there, but he should in the next battle. This guy is having a lot of trouble chasing this Goomba. Sure, why not? So yes, if we jump on an enemy before starting, boom, you see that? We do some extra damage. And he forgot something, as usual. Yes, so if you miss the jump and it hits the person in the back, then they won't be able to move until their turn comes up, which can be a real problem if you're not careful. To counter that, I find it best to just jump both of them instead of just the one at the same time. Anyway, we'll continue on. Mario's doing 3 damage now. There we go. So Luigi should level up. He sure does. I guess I'll put it into power for him as well. I'm trying to think. Mario had higher speed, but again, I'm not too worried about speed. Yeah, we'll start with power. +3 as well. Wow, very nice. And he gets caught. And we can certainly get this other guy. There we go. Bonk. And bonk. Yeah, so usually if you get the first strike, most of the time, like, they won't even have a chance to attack, which is very, very nice, because then we don't have any problems. Onward. What do you say? Yep, that's the save block there. I think I'll use this. And I think I will call it a part there. I know this is probably a bit short, and not much has happened yet, but things will pick up, like, probably in the next part. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.